Hi everyone, welcome to the chat. If you have any questions, you can always post them in the chat. As you can tell, it's feeding time. 6 of the 7 puppies are now feeding. The one kind of plump one there hasn't figured out she's in there. So remember, they can't see or hear until about day 10, 14, somewhere in there. Somehow or another, they know that she's in there, and they will then start heading toward her. That one puppy just hasn't woken up yet and figured out she's in there. Subscribe to our channel so you'll know any upcoming events we have sharing these puppies. That one little puppy starting to wake up. I don't know if they sense the heat or what. But also remember, the puppies can't see and can't hear. Till at least day 10, 14, those things start opening up. As you can tell, these puppies haven't missed any meals. Uh-oh, the other little puppy just figured out. Maybe that is true. The smell might lead them in there. But that little liver puppy, I believe that's a female. She's figured out that something is going on. She's starting to head over there. But remember, they can't see or hear until about day 10 to day 14. And they make a lot of noise while they're feeding. And yes, Mama's hot. If you can imagine having 7 little dogs on you, it kind of makes it a little hotter. So we try to keep them on a routine. It helps them when they go home. If they're on the routine, it helps everyone. We have 5 boys in this litter and 2 girls. Pretty much they're all spoken for. Might be, I think there's 2 boys available. But other than that, they're doing good. You can see the bellies on them. Also, your bigger puppies are going to be at the back end of the mom dog. Seems to be higher volume milk back there. The front has a better nutritional value, but normally your smaller puppies are in the front. We're going to be on for about 10 more minutes. Little mini girl. Remember, at this age, till they get about 2 weeks, she has to stimulate them to go to the bathroom. And she'll also keep the area very clean. So for engagement purposes, make sure you click that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And it's amazing how much mom keeps them clean, how much she is maintaining them. That one orange puppy lost her bottle, so she's looking for another one. And this little little one in the front is all panicky. And again, remember, they can't see or hear at this age. Usually it's about day 10 or 14. So we have 7 puppies, and you hear fussing here from the little liver one. She's fussing up a storm. She still can't find any. Now she's, whoop, she slid. She's fussing. Now she thinks the bottle was over there. Come on, little girl. Remember, they can't see or hear at this age, so they're having to use something to find their way back. Come on, little girl. Find your way over here. She's mad. Come on, little girl. Find your way over here. Come on. You don't have to fuss. In just a minute, they'll be through eating, and some of them will start walking, crawling away. They will then be kind of in a sleep state. They're all looking really good though. Their weights are looking good. If you notice here, this is something very easily cleaned. What they're in here, this is all plastic, so it can be cleaned. Also, you see the pig rails. Those rails keep the mom from accidentally pushing the puppy up against the wall and squishing them, or actually isolating them. Mom also again is having to clean them, help them go to the bathroom. The first couple weeks, that's her job, is to help stimulate them so they can go to the restroom. They can't go by themselves. So if you ever had a litter of puppies without a mom, you would have to stimulate them with a warm cloth to go to the restroom. And remember, they can't see or hear the first 10 to 14 days. Their eyes are closed and their ears are actually closed. This litter has 5 boys and 2 girls. Yes, mom is hot, because you can imagine having 7, 8 puppies on you. The temperature in this room should be about 70 to 75 degrees to make sure the puppies have adequate heat. But on the other hand, mom is also factory producing. Thanks, David. Yep, they're all looking good, plump, gaining a lot of weight. Minnie's a good mom. She takes care of them. She heard me call her name. Yes, she is. We have a tile floor in here that she'll lay on that helps to cool her down when she gets through feeding, and then also she can get away from the puppies. And it's about that time that these puppies will be through feeding, and you'll see some of them quit feeding and they'll start walking away or crawling away. Uh-oh, that little liver puppy lost his bottle. He's panicking, look at him. Or she, it's the she. She's panicking, going, oh my goodness. She still can't find the bottle. She's looking hard though. Fixing to go steal her brothers or sisters. Yeah, it seems like the bigger puppies, David, take the back bottles because it has more volume. But they will switch it up, but you will notice that most of them will stay in the same area. And the first couple of days these puppies were born, she was taking 4, feeding these 4, and then feeding 3 later. She was not feeding all of them like she does once like this. But I think being she has this number and they're kind of all getting what they're supposed to get, she feeds them all at once, and that way she's done. She can take a break. But I have had a litter of 14, and she was splitting them up into 4 groups. Yep, the bully puppies are near the back usually. And I don't know if there's any scientific proof to it, but most of the time those puppies are your more bigger puppies at the end when they're 6, 7, 8 weeks old. And also your fussy puppies, the ones that whine a lot and cry a lot, are the ones that get a lot of attention. I believe those are the ones that are harder to train, I would say that, because they're used to kind of getting their way. They're a little bit more stubborn sometimes. And we have a puppy that's done eating. That's a male puppy toward the front. He is going to crawl away a little bit and sleep, sleep, sleep. Yep. This big male puppy is done feeding, so he is going to crawl away a little bit and be able to sleep. He also has a big stash on the right side of his face. And then we have another orange puppy that's done, another one that's done, and they're just kind of turning away. And that's just, I think, part of nature, having them, once they get full, turn away and let the other ones who haven't fed. And a lot of times if you have a big litter of 10 to 14, a lot of times us trying to help them causes more problems. Because mom knows who hasn't fed and who has fed. Again, mom has to stimulate them to go to the bathroom the first 10 to 14 days. You got one puppy licking his sibling's ear. They're just feeding and having a good time. And mom is actually holding one of them away because they've already fed and they're coming back. She was kind of holding him down. And now we have 3 puppies that are pretty much done, 4 that are done eating, and they'll start turning away. We'll be on here about 5 more minutes. But this little liver puppy in the end right here, that is a female. She is a hog. You know, she is still feeding, and now she does the upside down thing. She's the swimming upside down. She's pushing off of her brother in the back with her feet. Their mom right here was best in breed in Perry at the big dog show we have in Perry. She won from the class and beat 3 specials to win best in breed. I think she still needs a single point to get her show championship. She's She's a fly. She's about done. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, give us a thumbs up for engagement purposes. On our YouTube video, we'll be posting more videos on how to raise puppies, some tricks and tips. We've been doing this since 1991. Not puppies every year, but actually started raising Brittany's in 1991. So if there's any mistakes, we've made them. And as they finish eating, they will start turning around, crawling away. And a lot of people ask why they jerk so much for. That's actually their metabolism happening so fast that their muscles are growing at such fast rates. That's why they're always flinching, because their body's growing so fast. Think about a puppy. A puppy grows from 0 days to 36 days being pretty much independent from his mom. Well, I say 42 days, 6 weeks. Pretty much independent from his mom in about 40 days. So it's got to do a lot of growing very quickly. So that's all the twitching you see. Even when a puppy's 12, 14 weeks old, you'll still see them twitching like that. And that's just their body growing so fast. Yes, mom is hot. If you can imagine having 7 bodies on you, it would make me hot too. But she does have a cool spot to get on as soon as she gets through feeding. And believe it or not, everyone is through except for one in the back. So in about 20 minutes, she has fed every puppy. She will get up in a few minutes. We're going to be off in about 2. And we'll try to do it again in the next couple days. But she'll be done and on the tile floor, resting her bottle factory. Because she'll be back in about 2 hours to an hour feeding them again. And again, all that twitching is them, their body growing so fast. The muscle, I guess, and she's about done. That one is done. There's just some that just stay there. They won't move. And these puppies make a lot of noises because the squeaky wheel gets the grease a lot of times with the mom the first couple of weeks there, whining. Mom will give them extra attention, but eventually she will quit giving them that attention just because they whine. Just like us, if we go to them when they're whining, they'll go, "Oh yeah, you came to me when I whined, so now I'm going to come back." Y'all, thanks for joining us. We're going to be ending this live session. We'll do it again in a day or two. And I will post this again, or if you subscribe, you'll get a notification when we do a live next time. And we'll be doing more lives to let these puppies see. For people that are buying these puppies, this is a way for them to see them, but also for people having questions about raising puppies, this will be a great way for them to kind of learn and see that when your puppy is twitching all around, that's normal. They make a bunch of noise, that's normal. And how puppies feed, and there's a hierarchy in the feeding. Like we said, the back bottles are for the bigger puppies usually, the smaller bottles are for the smaller puppies, but the front bottles up here have more nutrition than the back bottles. The back bottles seem to have a little bit more volume. So your bigger puppies take a little bit more feed than the front puppies. But nutritional value is better. One thing we highly recommend is supplementing calcium phosphate, giving a tablet or two, a chewable every day to the mom to help replace her calcium. We also feed puppy chow to the mom. This transitions into the puppy. And that's what the puppies will start eating in a couple days. I mean, in a week or so. But if you have any questions, you can always post them in the chat. Give us a thumbs up for the engagement piece for YouTube, so this can go out and hit more people and let them know what's going on and help them if they're ever trying to raise a litter of puppies. Thanks for joining us. We're fixing to end this session. So if you have any questions, you can always put them in the comments. You can also comment on the video. We'll be doing these a couple times a week to kind of help people who might be interested in having puppies or have never raised a litter of puppies, kind of give them some insight. All the bellies are full. And somehow mom knows that they're all fed, so she is getting ready to end this session. But if you ever have any comments, you can always put them in there. Thanks. We'll see y'all next time.